What does the Ted Lasso quote, "Be curious, not judgmental," have to do with sports performance? How can we use it to win? Hello, I'm Dr. Laby with 30 years experience working with professional athletes in all different sports. The aim of this channel is to bring what we've learned from the pros to you so you can perform at your best. I received several comments following our Quiet Eye video concerning the application of Quiet Eye to the game of darts. What I want to do in this video is bring some of that information to the dart specialists out there, but also show how this information can be used for everybody to improve their sports performance. In season 1 of the hit TV show Ted Lasso, Ted and Rupert settle a bet over a game of darts. Although this clip is very entertaining, it also highlights an important lesson for life.
Whatever you say, Rupert Dukes. Yeah, just let me know if I'm winning or losing, all right?
Oh, I forgot I had these on. Oh, wait a second.
Forgot I'm left-handed. You know, Rupert, guys have underestimated me my entire life. And for years, I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day, I was driving my little boy to school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental." I like it. Barbecue sauce.
Although it's not clear that this statement actually came from Walt Whitman, it is important and perspective for how to look at sports and how to look at performance in general. The idea of be curious and not judgmental should be a calling card for each and every athlete moving forward. In training, in the game, as well as in life, the idea of being curious and asking questions and not being judgmental is key to success. People perform differently, people play differently than we do, and we may learn something by asking the right questions instead of judging how they play. Let's get back to Ted and the dart game. Although faced with a large deficit for the final 3 darts, Ted is able to come back and actually win the match. Not only was Ted practiced in the game of darts, having played every week with his dad as a child, but he also employed several techniques critical to the Quiet Eye that led him to victory. By the way, if you haven't seen our video about the Quiet Eye, please take a look for it in the channel below. It will highlight the different key elements of the Quiet Eye and how you can use the Quiet Eye to perform at your best. As you saw in the video of Ted, he employed the Quiet Eye technique perfectly. If you notice, he was looking at the target with the dart prior to releasing the dart, at the time of release, and for a short time after the release in order to make the target and the bullseye. Additionally, Ted used a keyword to focus his attention and make sure he was looking at that target as he needed to. Did you hear the word barbecue that Ted said just prior to releasing the dart? That's a simple verbal cue that is part of the Quiet Eye technique in training and in practice to have the best chance for success. In fact, by employing that Quiet Eye technique, Ted was able to put 3 darts in the right places 3 times in a row and win his bet against Rupert. As we discussed in the other video, the Quiet Eye video previously, Joan Vickers is the specialist, the scientist who first noticed and described this Quiet Eye phenomenon. She also has a paper, as we see here, using the Quiet Eye in the game of darts. In that paper, Dr. Vickers talks about the use of the Quiet Eye and when to use it in throwing the dart. She noticed that if the Quiet Eye occurred at the optimal point, you had the best chance for success. If your Quiet Eye was too early or too late, the chance for success was decreased. As we've seen in darts in Dr. Vickers' paper, as well as in other sports, the timing of the Quiet Eye is critical. It has to be exactly the right time, just prior to, during, and just after the critical piece, the critical time for that sport. Not only does it have to be at the right time, but that visual fixation has to be lined up exactly perfectly. You have to be using your central vision, your best vision, the sharpest part of your vision, to be looking straight at your target. Not to the side, not to the bottom, not to the left, but directly at the target. In fact, here's another paper that I looked at exactly that position, the importance of looking directly at your target at the time of the Quiet Eye. In this paper, the authors compared skilled and unskilled dart players in their achievement on the dartboard as well as in their Quiet Eye. Not only they found that the skilled players had a better chance of being accurate and were less away from the target when they made their shots, which you expect because they're more skilled than the novices, but they also found that their Quiet Eye was more accurate in terms of position as well as duration. Taken as a whole, it seems like the game of darts joins many other sports where the Quiet Eye is a critical piece to performance and success. But in this video, we found that not only is the Quiet Eye important to success, but the importance of being curious, not judgmental, is key as well. If one is curious, ask questions about how others perform, how they can perform better, they have a much better chance for future progress, future development, and success in their sport. With that in mind, please subscribe to our channel below so that you can ask the right questions, get the right answers, and gain maximal information and knowledge for you to perform and grow optimally. With that information, you should gain the maximal advantage in your sport, leading to greatest success.